Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can install MinGW on your Windows operating system for compiling C or C++ programs. Now, for this, we are going to use a tool called MSys2. And MSys2 is a software distribution and building platform for Windows that offers Unix-like environment with tools like Bash and Pacman Package Manager. And using this Pacman Package Manager, we are going to install the support for MinGW, which in turns will provide us the tools like GCC or G++. So for that, just open your favorite browser and search for MSys2, and the first link which will appear here will be from msys2.org. So we are going to click on this link, and straight away you will see this kind of web page. And when you scroll down a little under installation section, you will see two options. We are going to click on the first option, which is msys2 x8664.exe file, and this file is around 83 megabyte at the time of making this video. So let's wait for this download to complete. And once this executable file is downloaded, we are going to click on this file. Let me minimize the browser. So this is the setup for MSys2. This is the first window. We are going to click on next. This will be the default location where MSys2 will be installed. So if you don't have the good reason to change this location, just leave it as default and then click on next. And this is the start menu folder. So we don't need to change anything here. We just need to click on the next button here, which is going to start the installation of MSys2 tool. Now this tool will be installed really fast on your Windows operating system. So just wait for this progress bar to reach to the 100% mark. Also, if you want, you can see the details using this show details button, and you will see what the steps are going on in your installation process. So now you can see the progress bar has reached to the 100% mark. That means our installation is finished and all components are now installed successfully. So at this point, we just need to click on the next button, and then we can see this window which says MSys2 has now been installed on your computer. You will find the installation in this location on your computer. So this is the location we have chosen, and it also says run MSys2 now. So this checkbox is already checked. So when we click on this finish button, it's going to start the MSys tool. So let's click on the finish button, which is going to start this kind of terminal window. So this is essentially a bash window, but this MSys tool comes with a Pacman package manager, which we are going to use to install the support of the MinGW, right? So let me increase the font size a little for this terminal, and then we are going to see how we can install the support of MinGW. So here I'm going to paste this command, which is to install the MinGW related toolchain components. So just give this command in your MSys2 terminal. I'm also going to give you this command in the description of this video, so you can directly copy this command and paste it into your terminal. So this command is essentially for installing the MinGW toolchain components. Just give this command and then press enter. And once you press enter, you can see there are these 13 members in this group of this MinGW toolchain. So if you want to install all the components, you can just press enter here, because when you press enter, the default is selection of all components, right? So if you press enter here, all components will be installed. So in my case, I want all components. So I will simply press enter, and now I can see this option which says proceed with installation. So I have pressed Y here, which is going to start the installation of all the components. And in few seconds, you can see all the components has been installed. So once all the components has been installed, let's see where those components are located on our Windows operating system. So for this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my C drive. So let's go to the C drive, and inside the C drive, I'm going to select MSys 64. And then here I can see many folders, but the folder I'm interested in is this one, which is UCRT64 folder. So just click on this and then click on this bin folder. Here, all the executable files related to your C or C++ are there. And you will also find the G++ and GCC tools, which are the tools which you can use to compile C or C++ programs. You can also see the GDB tool here, and this tool you can use to debug your C or C++ programs, right? So this is the location where your executable files are installed, but you cannot use this GCC or G++ command from anywhere on your file system if you open the command prompt, for example. So I'm going to open the command prompt by just typing cmd in my search. And here, when I type G++ space hyphen hyphen version, so let me give the command hyphen hyphen version, it's going to give me the output that G++ is not recognized as an internal or external command. This is because the command prompt has not yet recognized the G++ location, right? So for that, we need to set the environment variable, and for that, we need to search for env in the search bar, and you will see this first result which says edit the system environment variables. So just click on this option to set the environment variable for all the executable files. So here, under system properties, just click on environment variables, and then under system variables, just select the path variable here and just click on edit button. And at the very end, we are going to paste this location, which is the bin folder, which I have shown you, where you have seen all the tools like G++ or GCC. So just copy this command up to the bin folder. And once again, go to your environment variable window. And here at the very end, we are going to just paste this location. So let me paste this, and now I'm going to just click on the OK button, and then once again OK button, and then once again OK button, right? So we have set the environment variable for all those executable files. So once again, when you open the command prompt, so if previous instances of command prompt is open, just close all the instances and reopen the command prompt once again. So I'm going to search for CMD once again and then select this command prompt option. And here, once again, when I type G++ space hyphen hyphen version, then it's going to show me the version of G++, which is 15.2.0 at the time of making this video. And if I give the GCC command, so instead of G++ hyphen hyphen version, I can write GCC hyphen hyphen version, and it's also going to give me the version of GCC. So G++ we can use to compile C++ programs, and GCC we can use to compile the C programs. So now let's say I want to create a C program or C++ program on my Windows operating system, and I want to compile those C and C++ programs using the command line tool on my Windows operating system. Now let's also create a C++ program, and let's compile it with the GCC command. So for this, I'm going to create a folder in my documents folder, and I'm going to name my folder as CPP apps folder. Let me go inside this folder, and then I'm going to create the CPP file. So I'm going to right click new file option, and then I'm going to name my file as hello.cpp, and then I'm going to press enter and then press yes, and it's going to create the C++ file for me. Here I'm going to paste a very simple hello world C++ program, and it's also going to print hello world from C++. Once your file is there, just save your file and then close the file. And then we are going to copy the path of this file, and I'm going to open one more command prompt instance. Let's copy the path of the C apps folder. And once the path of the C apps folder is copied, I'm going to go to my command prompt and once again write cd and then space the path of the C++ app. And then here I'm going to write the G++ command to compile this C++ code. So the command for compiling the C++ code is something like this: G++ space the name of your CPP file, which is hello.cpp in our case, space hyphen o, and then after hyphen o, you can provide the executable file name. So this file name can be anything. In my case, I'm giving hello-cpp. And once I press enter, you can see the compilation is finished and it has created this hello-cpp.exe file, right? Now, once I give this hello underscore cpp.exe command on the command prompt and then press enter, it's going to print me the output of the program, which is hello world from C++. So this is how you can install MinGW on your Windows operating system using ANSYS2 tool. And we have also seen how we can compile C++ programs using GCC and G++